All right, here we go. Two things everybody loves about Thanksgiving: food and football. But with NFL anthem protests taking center stage this year, our next guest says it's time for athletes to grow up. Writing in an op-ed, the NFL players who think they are doing a moral and courageous thing by taking a knee during the national anthem should be ashamed of what they are destroying. They are showing up to a peaceful celebration of American values and stepping all over it.
Joining us now, author of the new book, Kill Big Brother, Frank Miniter. Frank, thanks so much for being here today. And so, obviously, you felt compelled to write this op-ed. Why? What was inside of you that you wanted to add to the national dialogue on this? Well,
I'll tell you, my perspective began on this when I was 14 years old and started boxing in Floyd Patterson's gym, the former heavyweight champion of the world. Of course, a great black athlete, took me in, a young 14-year-old white punk at the time, and showed me how to box. And he showed me how to be a man and be that grown-up person. And I never saw him do something like I'm seeing now with these NFL players taking a knee to our national anthem, to our Star-Spangled Banner. I mean, literally stepping on the fabric of our flag. I never saw him do something like that. He taught me how to stand up and be this guy, this moral, bigger person than I was at the time. So that's a beautiful thing. And now I look at these NFL players, and I see them stepping on something and making something political that really shouldn't be political. And people are showing up at these stadiums, and all sorts of different politics, right? All sorts of different ethnicities. They're not bringing politics there. Sports is supposed to be above and beyond this. It's supposed to be something that brings us together, not a divisive thing. And instead, these NFL players are lowering it to a divisive thing.
It got political, Frank. I mean, the president of the United States weighing in, one of the first ones out here. I'm wondering if maybe the president's sort of leadership on this issue spurred your op-ed. In fact, I think we've got a tweet from President Trump. He tweeted this: the NFL is now thinking about a new idea, keeping teams in the locker room during the national anthem next season. That's almost as bad as kneeling. When will the highly paid commissioner finally get tough and smart? This issue is killing your league. Your reaction to the president's...
A lot of people feel that way. And he stepped in after this had already been going for a long time. A lot of people feel that way. They're starting to voice that opposition and saying, wait a second, there are real American values here. Here we're on Thanksgiving, right? The holiday is supposed to bring us together, the Pilgrims and the Native Americans coming together for a shared feast. So let's get over this. Let's be manly and step up and stand up for what's good, our flag, our national anthem, that coming together that's supposed to happen at these games. And let's save politics for the public square, for shows like this. You know, go on those shows. These NFL players are mostly millionaires and have platforms. Let them go out there and speak and address these issues where they should.
You know, Frank, you're touching on exactly something a lot of people are thinking about today. They make it through that family dinner, you know, they maybe without talking politics somehow, and they get to that point, they get to sit down on the couch and watch football, and then what happens? You said you might turn it off if the players don't sit or stand, but it can be tough if you're in a room full of people and everybody wants to watch the game and some people don't want to watch the game, and suddenly you're talking politics.
Right. You should see my family. Talk about a diverse bunch of people. And it's wonderful. The game does bring us together. And that's an important thing. And if that gets disrupted by this kind of thing against our own flag, against our national anthem, I will have a problem with it, and I will turn that game off.
Frank, so, as Giants fans, we only have next season because this season is done. My question for you, does this national anthem controversy spill over into next season?
I hope not. I hope they grow up and don't. I hope they start to respect our flag and realize what we're fighting for. We look back to Jesse Owens, right, the 1936 Olympics. He goes there and goes beyond race and shows what we could do at the time. This is what the Olympics always did. This is what athletes are supposed to do, take us beyond politics and bring us together, and I hope they do that.
I'll tell you what's not bringing us together is that I'm a Redskins fan, and so the late game tonight is the Giants and the Redskins. Happy Thanksgiving, but I hope you lose.
We're rooting for you, too, because we want the draft pick next year. What are we, three wins? How
we'll
does that
see
help?
If anybody kneels.
Football.
Frank, thank you.
Thanks, Frank.
Thank you.